In this lesson, we will build an intuitive picture of speciation, the process by which new and distinct species form during evolution. A quick definition: speciation is the formation of new species. Under the biological species concept, a species is a group that can interbreed and produce fertile offspring. Speciation is complete when two groups can no longer successfully interbreed, that is, when they are reproductively isolated. Question 14. Speciation occurs when a. Enough differences accumulate between two populations that they can no longer interbreed. B. Gene mutations accumulate. C. Two populations become geographically isolated. D. One population moves to a different area. The correct answer is A. Enough differences accumulate so they can no longer interbreed. The other options describe processes that can lead to speciation, but they are not the defining event. Here is the intuition. Start with one continuous population where genes flow freely. Then a barrier splits the population, stopping gene flow. Over time, mutation, natural selection, and genetic drift push the two groups in different directions. Eventually, even if the barrier is removed, they cannot successfully interbreed. That is reproductive isolation. Question 1. Speciation is more likely to occur in cases of allopatry, copatry, sympatry, or antipatry. The correct answer is allopatry, where a geographic barrier prevents gene flow. Sympatry does occur, but it is less common because gene flow is harder to stop in the same place. The terms copatry and antipatry are not standard modes of speciation. Let us compare the two main patterns. On the left, allopatric speciation. A physical barrier stops gene flow, then differences build up until isolation is complete. On the right, sympatric speciation. No physical barrier, but gene flow is restricted by other mechanisms like polyploidy in plants, host shifts, or strong mate choice. One classic sympatric mechanism is polyploidy in plants. A plant can go from 2N to 4N. A 4N plant usually cannot produce fertile offspring with a 2N plant, which immediately creates reproductive isolation, even in the same place. Summarize the big picture. 1. Speciation is about reproductive isolation. 2. Barriers like mountains or rivers often begin allopatric speciation. 3. Sympatric speciation can happen without a barrier when gene flow is reduced, for example by polyploidy, host shifts, or strong mate choice. 4. The defining event is that the two groups can no longer interbreed successfully. Great work building an intuition for how new species form.